How's that go? How's it going, chat? Can you all hear me? Oh fuck, don't autoplay. Shit. Go away. Oh my god. Let me know if you can all hear me. Make sure my fucking mic's working. I hate I have to wait ages for chat. What's this about JTech? I need to know more. You called me an Xbot. That's pretty fucking funny if you did. You look at my streaming software. Yeah. I need to know where I can find this. I'm gonna save it for later. JTech TV, where are you? Bundle of sticks. Ooh. 7 hours. Oh shit. Fucking hell. Can you hear me loud and clear? That's good. That's good. I'm not here on my own then. Thank fuck for that. If it's his last stream, let me know. I might have a look at that in a bit. But this week, I got something different. It's this. The most amazing amount of cringe I've ever seen. Ever. And I can't believe what the fucking internet's turning into. Have you guys seen this shit? It is crazy. If I don't talk about... Yeah, I know, yeah. If I don't talk about Xbox, yeah, I'm an Xbox somehow. A person that doesn't own an Xbox. I have a PS5, I have a Switch, I have a PC, but I don't have a PlayStation. Sorry, I don't have an Xbox. It's the console I don't feel like I need. I don't even need my PlayStation, to be honest with you. Is he talking about my live stream or one of my videos? That's what I want to know. You couldn't believe this guy. No, no. Hi JDX, how's it going? Huge ups. Yeah, honest to God, I've followed this trend, this TikTok trend. I don't watch TikTok anymore. I watched it for a bit, but all the cringe ones. Oh, I just wanted to delete the internet. But this is fucking hell. This is absolutely just. I want to know who actually watches this. I want to meet the people who actually enjoy this content, because fuck me. I am scared of my own future. Our future doctors and nurses that have been watching this fucking brain rot. Oh my god. It's actually unreal to think of. And it's an actual scary thought that our future generation of doctors and nurses have grown up on this bullshit. Was Phil Spencer on Ubisoft who went the way many times to resign THQ? What technology studios franchise license would you buy? Oh, I don't know. Oh. I don't know. I think they should. I think they should stop buying shit. I mean, this acquisition's massive. I don't think they're going to. But I honestly. It's a hard one. That's a hard one. I don't think Microsoft are in a place to buy anyone else yet, if that's what you mean anyway. I think THQ always used to make really good games anyway. Steam Deck best combo for all you need. Yeah, to be honest with you, Steam Deck. I was going to get one in the sale. In the summer Steam sale, I thought, fuck me, the best one out of them. The most expensive one had gone really cheap. I clicked on the thing thinking I'll hover around it for a bit to see if I buy it, and then I went, they're all out of stock. There's fuck all here in the UK. None at all. And it wouldn't even let me like pre-buy one, and when it comes in stock I get it. It won't even let you do that, which is pretty shit. Not just the internet, the human race, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. When I see stuff like this, I just want to delete the internet. Then I've seen Skibbity Toilet, and that made me smile. Have you guys seen Skibbity Toilet? That one actually made... I thought, what the fuck is this bullshit? Some Gmod stuff that's been made. But it was actually pretty fun to watch. I only watched the first few episodes, but yeah. I quite enjoyed that one, weirdly enough. Yeah, I've seen the FTC reps get annihilated. Yeah, fucking hell, yeah. That was just... I didn't want to cover that because it was too, like... I had to do way too much work in just a short amount of time. And I've seen Fritz's video on it. I've seen Griffin. Griffin's made 2 videos in a week. Griffin Gaming has actually pulled his finger from his fucking anus and decided to make a video. No, actually 2 in a week. I was actually surprised. Tom Clancy license. Ooh. You know what? They were so... I remember the first Tom Clancy games on like Windows fucking 98. And it ran like a piece of shit, like 5 frames per second. But the game was so good. He said you won't play this guy who's got a thumb export. He's a thumb export and doesn't belong in gaming. Ah! Oh, what? I can't wait to see this. Did you see Alex's new video when JTech got roasted by that fucking... Who was it? He got absolutely fucking ratioed by someone and it was hilarious. JTech's local. Oh yeah, JTech's local, yeah. JDub. No, it's not JDub, it's JTech. Anyway. Let me know if you like the Taverns music from The Witcher, by the way. The Taverns music's fucking... some of the best music to listen to. Yeah, JTech, yeah, that's that. Yeah, I know what you're saying there. Anyway, let's have a look at this cringe. And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to subject you to this nonsense. This is horrible.
Strong woman, take a jog. Yeah, strong woman. Hee-haw, yes, the guy feeling like a cowgirl. Let me read it, huh? Take you.
Why? It's really difficult to watch. I just had to show you guys this cringe. I mean, most of you have probably seen it already, but I just can't get over how fucking awful it is. And there's not this, there's like, I've seen a really, like, large gentleman. And it must be a humiliation fetish as well as like this NPC fetish. As some people are dressed up really fucking awful for it. I don't get it.
You take it pro. Ice cream so good. Yeah, strong woman. Gang gang. Gang gang. Gang gang. Gang.
How can you repeat? How can you just listen to something repeat over and over like that? Fucking hell. They get the thing is though, I don't the graft they do. I don't diss it. They make money out of this stuff, yeah. But what I don't like is the actual fucking brain rotten children that will actually watch it. And who the fuck is giving them money? I don't understand. People are giving them like these, whatever you see on the screen, you've got to pay for that shit. And they cost a lot of money as well. TikTok are rolling in cash with this shit. Ubisoft first had Tom Clancy. Yeah, when they first had Tom Clancy, Ubisoft were good. Now Ubisoft sucks dick. Licensed Sony became the franchise Spider-Man games in 2008. Yeah. I never played the old Spider-Man games. I wish I think I missed out there. It was Spider-Man... No, Spider-Man 1 and 2 was on PlayStation and the ones on Xbox. I never played them. I think I might have missed out on them once. Because everybody says they were really good. But I even like the current Spider-Man games. I can't look them, they're pretty good. When Griffin said the PS2... He said the PS2 had no good games. That was the beginning of the end. What? Griffin said the PS2 had no good games. What the fuck? Oh, there's a beginning of the end for him, or the beginning of the end for PlayStation. Must have been the beginning of the end for him, because fucking hell. That's a bad take. PS2 was... Fucking, I had a stack of games for PS2. It was unreal. I mean a stack. I mean, I'm glad digital media is a thing, sorry, because you just can't fit. If I put my Steam library in my room, there'd be nowhere to just move. Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah, I can imagine that was a while ago. I don't watch Griffin live though. I've watched him live. He can have good times in his streams. Sorry, he can have good parts in his streams, but for the most part, he's like, you can see he's nearly zombified from fucking tiredness. The guy just, you can tell he just needs to go to bed. I'm ashamed that chick is from your neck of the woods. I bet she's got loads of money though. After doing this shit, fucking right. Apparently, this one is the originator of it all.
Gang gang. That was good. Coconut. Gang gang. Gang gang. Grass. Ice cream so good. Gang gang. Gang gang. Gang gang. Gang gang. Gang gang.
Ah, it's like a fucking broken record. Ugh, why do people pay for this shit? I have no idea. It's so weird. I don't know why is she popping popcorn with the fucking hair straighteners. I'd rather just put them in the microwave and get them all done at once. You can eat them all quicker.
Gang gang. Gang gang. Yes, back on. Gang gang. Gang gang. Ooh, take your destiny. Take your smoke. Ice cream so good. Hee haw, yes.
Oh my god, if I catch my daughter doing this, I'll fucking... The back of my hand may have to have some words with her face. Jesus Christ. No, I wouldn't actually do that, but fuck no. I mean, my daughter's a really creative girl. She's a good little artist. I wanted to do some art for my channel, but I don't want her to do this. The thing is, she watches TikTok a lot, and I guarantee she's seen this fucking brain rot as well. Even a guy from work, actually, I caught him watching this. And he's a near 30-year-old man. And I was like, what the fuck are you watching? He said the same thing as me. It just intrigues me why other people would watch it. So you kind of, your eyes are just fixated on, like, what the fuck has the new generation become? Jesus. People can watch what porn? I can't see that one properly. To watch it all, yeah, that's right. If people get off from this, that's I can imagine. I really can imagine some sweaty fat dude, some fucking neckbeard, just sat there in front of his PC watching TikTok live. Oh, I mean, there's websites you get this shit for free and much better. But this girl's gonna be rolling in cash though. I mean, I gotta respect that. The grind they have is, if I can strike gold like this, I probably would do it. But I wouldn't want to show my face neither. I'd fucking wear a face mask. I wouldn't want to be known for doing it. We have no traditional values left. The problem is, yes, yeah, fucking hell, yeah. When I speak to my grandmother's old. She's an old lady. When I speak to her regarding anything towards the internet, the light bulb ain't flashing. You know what I mean? This is a totally different generation. She's gone. She doesn't know. All the local shops are closing around our area, and I told her all the shops are now in your mobile device, and she doesn't even have one of them, so she doesn't have a clue. But for people that even my parents don't know about this stuff. But my generation, unfortunately, has to see this stuff. I'm 2 years away from being 40 and I see this fucking cringe. It's fucking horrible.
I feel like a cowgirl. Let me write it, huh? That was good. Coconut. Ice cream so good. Gang gang. Gang gang. Ice cream so good.
I'm sure this video is the whole stream. An hour of doing the same. Let's go 44 minutes in and see if it changes at all.
Gang gang. Gang gang. Yes, yes,
it's
yes.
literally the same as what it was. What the fuck? No, I just couldn't do it. And then you've got the other girl that does it. The British one. She was just...
No spicy. Yum.
She looks retarded while doing it as well, that's the thing. Oh, fuck. Right, I want you guys to tell me where this was. where this JTech stream thing was. I want to know now. You've piqued my interest. I don't know how how the hell do I say your name? Is it Is it Matthew? I'm guessing it's Matthew, or a weird way of spelling Matthew. Jesus around the corner is coming back any second right now. Fucking hell. Yeah, I can imagine that actually. The wrath of God is gonna get us soon. But they're gonna blame Gen Z for it. Well, I hope they do anyway. I wish you would hurry up. Ooh. Jacob, you don't really want to know. It's brain rot from the youth. That's what it is. Nobody wants to know what that is. It honestly hurts my soul watching it. Now, tell me, is this the stream this clown had where he says stuff about me? I need a fucking timestamp for this. Oh, by the way, guys, I am setting up a Discord. I am slowly setting up a Discord, and I'm going to choose my mods and all those types of stuff. And, you know, reoccurring chat members and stuff. You know, you guys, the guys I start trusting, obviously, you probably know the score. If you've been into other people's streams, you know the scores. But I am setting up a Discord slowly where you can, you know, self-promote your own videos and have some suggested videos for me so I can do my content and stuff. So it just makes life a little bit easier. Saves me sieving through Fritz one all the time. You've got to cheat sometimes. Think about everyone that blames Gen Z. Actually, no, it's not Gen Z's fault. Hang on, what gen am I? I'm a fucking boomer. I'm old. Right, is Gen Z the youngest one? People now, between the age of 25 and 45, are using Gen Z to make money. That's what I reckon. When they go into their mum and dad's wallets and just sneak out the credit card. And then drain their bank account for bullshit like that. Do you think if we had this tech when we was... That's how... You know what? I'm grateful we didn't have this tech when I was younger. I'm grateful for the tech now. I love, you know... I'm a big tech guy. I always have been. My first console was a SNES. My first personal console was an SNES. I loved that thing. But I am grateful because when we were younger, we had to go out, touch grass, break legs, go down hills as fast as we can on our push bikes and break our teeth on walls. That's the kind of stuff we did when we were younger. Dumb, stupid shit, and we did it outside. And when I see this generation now that's got their heads in their phones all the time, the only good thing I can say about today's tech is if they actually want to learn. If kids now want to learn, they have a massive opportunity to learn if that's what they want to do. I want to find this fucking clip. Let's talk about Spider-Man. Tekken 8. Amazon's best-selling video games. YouTube surfing. Oh, it must be here.
I think that's like some sweepstakes or something because I've never seen the Barbie controllers on that list. I don't even know if they released that.
What else have we got here?
Like really for public retail. I don't know.
The crew. Huh?
That shit's wild, bro. Like just controllers, headsets, and battery packs. Like, can we not make that up?
If I didn't know, I would say you was lying.
Yeah, I bet. That's why I pulled that shit up on screen so people could see. Because
what is it? XIM. He said, "Get hurt, not come home until pitch." Oh mate, when I didn't come home until late, my dad was shouting down the street, and then when I didn't listen, the back of the hand came out, and I fucking knew what pain was. Your first was an NES. My first console I played was a Commodore 64 with a fucking tape deck. That bitch took forever to load. And you had to listen to that, you know, like the dial-up sound. Fucking, it was like, is it going to load or not? And then you had to fuck about with the tape deck when it didn't load, unplug it, plug it back in, then do all the typing again. And geez, it was just too much hard work. Then I played the NES. I think the first game I played was Duck Hunt, and I loved it. And I got the SNES with that big fuck-off bazooka. Does anyone remember that? The big fucking bazooka you got with the NES. SNES. That was cool. Your first, yeah, SNES. I got an SNES and a TV VHS combination, 14-inch fucking TV. It was shit. But it was my favourite thing when I was younger. And my brother got, well, you guys may know as a Sega Genesis, but it's the Mega Drive in the UK. And I just used to play both. Yeah, because he had Streets of Rage, I had Super Mario World. Fuck, I loved it. Them were the days. They used to invite your best friend round, plug the other controller in, let's go. Or he'd bring his controller out. Ah, yeah. I love them days. Oh god, was it you that told me about this fucking stream? I can't remember now. The first game I played was it? Combat. I don't think I remember that. Someone last week was talking about Command and not Command and Conquer. No. I can't remember the name of the game now. Cannon Fodder, that was it. TV, Super Nintendo, yeah, Combo Machine, fucking right. I used to love stuff like that. I used to record all your favourite TV shows when they were on. There's like 5 fucking blank videos and shit, and just record all old films you didn't give a shit about. You used to tape over the little blanking spot so you can just record over them. Then regretted it afterwards. I need to find this.
If they heard me saying that, they probably be like, "Nah, you're lying, bro," because nobody will believe that's what they're buying.
That's disgusting, man.
It is disgusting.
No.
Wow.
Helldivers 2 is now on its...
Someone needs to tell me where that fucking part of JTech stream is. I am so curious. I am so curious now. I need a good laugh. YouTube checkup. Could that be it?
Option. You either buy the PS5 with the controller and the plates, or you buy the plates and the controller. But I'm glad that Sony has that. I mean, it's very smart. Make as much money as you can off of the Spider-Man. At least the accessory.
Whoever said that, the JTech is really toxic. I know, I just want to laugh at it. I really just want to laugh. Oh, fucking hell. It's just the fact that he found me and then he instantly doesn't like me. Makes my day. Right. If someone can find me a timestamp on that one, I will love you forever. But for now, apparently, this video is cringe. And we have... What's up, gamers? The Dreamcast guy here. Ugh. We'll put him in the chat. Like that. So we get his ugly ass face in the chat. J-Dub, oh my god. I haven't watched J-Dub in ages. I actually forgot about him. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, no, I did see him on Twitter the other day. Yeah, he did say some fucking stupid shit. He ain't getting a W for ages. No PlayStation fanboy's getting a W for ages. And I've got a feeling that's what Dreamcast guy is doing now. Sony showed a ton of Spider-Man 2 new gameplay and a PS5 console. I mean, have you guys seen the PS5 console that's coming out with the Spider-Man one? It's okay, but if you've already got a PS5, you wouldn't just buy one. But they sell the plates separately, which is pretty cool. I would... Well, I won't go out on my way to buy the plates, actually. It looks alright, but I'm not too fussed about it. Let's see what Dreamcast guy has to say about Spider-Man 2. J-Dub's Iron Lords member. Yeah, it's funny, though, because fucking King David has him on for fun. and everybody loves King David. No one has a bad thing to say about him. Except for maybe King Thrash. Did you guys see the actual fucking meltdown on King Thrash's stream? He had Klutzy King and Frit and Minxie on there. And King Thrash was just... didn't let anyone say a word, and he was just talking over everyone. It was getting heated between him and BitCloud Gaming. It was getting so heated between the two of them. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, J-Dub's an Iron... Well, yeah, I don't know if he's an Iron Lord's member. They just bring him on there every now and again, just to make fun of him, I think. Yeah, the Spider-Man games can be a bit boring. If you just do the story and wax the story, it's alright. Sorry guys, taking a swig of my drink. Excuse me. Jesus, I'm going to have to call myself rich soon. BitCloud is good. I like BitCloud. He's such a humble guy. Yeah, he really is a humble guy and only wants to talk about gaming. King Thrash shits on him so much, it's unreal. If I got time, I'll show that in the end. Oh my god, I'll show that after. Because King Thrash just went Super Saiyan, like... It's like Goku screaming to fucking power up. It was fucking nuts. Let's see what this Cringe has to say.
I'm kind of losing my mind right now because it's time to discuss Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. What? It's going to be, at the most, a 20-hour experience. Not much different from the older games. It's going to be a decent game. I'm not saying it's going to be shit. It's going to be pretty decent, and it's going to be forgotten about within a month. Simple. But I'm not saying it's not going to sell copies, because it probably will sell quite well. Cassie... Is that Cassie Cage? Looks a bit like a tomboy. She is quite funny. I think that's the girl I've seen. Thrash can take himself too seriously. He can, but Thrash is a weird guy. When he comes out, when he defends himself, it's like he turns the story around. You have to really listen to what he says, because they were struggling to catch a W against King Thrash the other day, and I was like, hold on, I don't know the full story, and it was really methcast. You guys are fucking awful. The comments about him in my video the other day was just meth all over the place. You guys are evil, and it is fucking hilarious. I was just reading through my comments. I was in work there. It's like, oh, it's better catch up on my comments, because while I can, I'll try and interact with as many of you guys as I can in the comments. And I'm there reading, and all I see is meth. Methcast guy. Dream meth guy. Fucking just meth. I was like, what the fuck? What's Frit done to you guys?
Last night at San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel did a crazy big Sony deep dive, showing off new game.
Yeah, we remember Frit streams. Actually, to get some kind of... This is going to sound weird, but get some kind of perspective on what I would like to do on streaming. Frit was one of the bases for it, because I had to learn this before I did it. Otherwise, you come in looking dumb. And sometimes I still think I do say dumb things when I make a video, and I'm like, shit, yeah, I re-listen to that now, and I do sound a bit silly. Spider-Man 2 will be relevant for 2 weeks. Yeah, I say the same thing. Everyone's just... There's so much games coming out at the end of this year. Alongside Spider-Man. It's going to be forgotten about so quick. And they've got Armored Core 6 is going to come off the back of the success of Elden Ring. Now, if only half of the player base of Elden Ring goes and plays Armored Core 6, that game's got a good chance this year. But I've never played an Armored Core game. Really looking forward to trying it, because the game looks cool as hell. You can't compare Starfield to Spider-Man. They're two totally different games. One's a story, narrative, you know, press button, do this, that, and the other. Like, Spider-Man 2's formula comes off the Batman Arkham games, and so many games have used that formula. I like the formula, and I think Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales did a good job of, how can I say, like, you know, expanding the formula a little bit. But it is literally the same. Fuck me, I've got an itchy foot. But I think the formula now is becoming stale, and they need to kind of, they need to do something new with it. Because I love the Batman Arkham games, that trilogy, actually, and the Arkham Origins. When they first did that combat system, I fell in love with it. It was so good. But now that every other game's tried to copy it afterwards, you're just like, it just feels like Arkham, but it's not Arkham. And of course, 6 will destroy Spider-Man 2. Do you know what? I think it will as well, because I think it'll be more in-depth and complex. Like, I can't say it is an RPG, but it's got a lot of numbers that you need to pay attention to when you're doing your builds. And that's the cool thing about it. You can go in and do all the... You can do all the stages with all types of different builds, and that's what I'm looking forward to do. Building my own armored core and seeing how it does against, you know, different machines and different levels. I think it'll be really fun. And like I said, I've never played an armored core game before, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's all about. I'd like to play the old ones, but I've seen what you have to do with the controller. Fuck that. It looks too hard. Comparing faces and check. Yeah, I've seen the amount of people I've seen on Twitter just comparing, you know, the faces, textures, and they've thrown Fable as well in there. You know, that Richard Ayoade's face in Fable. I've got to say, the graphics on that was fucking insane. Richard Ayoade's character model looked fucking nuts. How does one even end up being a console fan? But I have no idea. I used to be a PlayStation guy from... Okay, so let's go through my consoles. Let's put the ambient music back on while I talk about this. I had the SNES, and we had Sega Genesis, or Mega Drive, depending where you're from. Then I had an N64, and my brother had a PS1. Then I got a PS2 myself then. I bought that myself. And I had that fucking for years. And then I got an Xbox 360 because all my friends bought one. And I had no regrets in that. The 360 era was, when the online gaming came in, was fucking amazing. And then I bought a PS3 in the end when it came a bit cheaper. The reason I didn't go for a PS3 is because it was so fucking expensive. It was like £500, £550 here in the UK. It's fucking silly. I think it was $600 in the US. Yeah. But I got one for about... God of War 3 came out, and Metal Gear Solid 4. And that made me buy a PS3. But I got the second gen one. And then after that, I got a PS4. I was PS4 then until 2018. I bought a laptop. I was going for surgery, and I bought a laptop, a gaming laptop. And since then, I didn't look back. I just went for... I just saw what Steam and, you know, what was on offer on PC gaming through my laptop. I was like, fuck. But I still ended up buying a PS5 and stuff because I wanted to play like Demon's Souls Remake, Returnal, you know, stuff like that. I don't mind buying it. But it's just a shame that there isn't more games for it. If there's more games, I'd be less peed off about owning the console. Spider-Man just falls into the usual copy-paste. It does, yeah, it does. Like, God of War Ragnarok kind of felt like that as well. Even though it was, like, quite a long game, God of War Ragnarok felt just like a huge expansion to the first game, which, essentially, yeah, it was. You could argue and say it was, yeah, but it was a full-fledged game. But that's what Spider-Man... What I would have liked them to see them do with Spider-Man is start off in New York City and piss off somewhere else. I think I said this last week. And piss off somewhere else and just have a new backdrop, new scenery. I think that would change the game up a lot. To start in New York City and then bugger off to another country, another city, wherever. I think that would make Spider-Man 2 more interesting for me personally. And make it... I don't think I'll buy it day one, but it depends what the review's like. I'd rather buy on PC. You love the Xbox 360? Yeah. the Xbox 360 era, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 pre-lobbies were cancer. They were just the best. I remember going out on beers with the boys. I've been out since like 6 o'clock at night until 2 in the morning. I was tanked up with beers. I came home, put my shitty Xbox, you know, the standard headset you get on, and I went fucking crazy. Online, I couldn't shoot for shit because my aim, I just couldn't see straight. But the toxicity, I don't know how the hell I didn't get banned. It was so much fun. Never buying a console again. I won't be buying a console again either. Maybe a Nintendo console if they do something decent next time, but I'd stick to PC from now on. The next console generation is... This console generation is dead to me now. It's not... You don't even need to go and buy a PS5 anymore. Yeah, I know. They fixed this. I want to go and buy... Did they fix the servers just for the Xbox? Or did they fix it for Xbox and PC? And PlayStation, for that matter? That's what I want to know. Because the original Modern Warfare 2 had so many weird... You know, like online... That knife lunge move they had. That move, yeah, was so hilarious and toxic. And you got so much shit for it. And you know, the messages used to get on Xbox Live, like, I'm gonna come to your house and kill you and shit like that, yeah. I used to love that. Oh, your mum sucks my dick and stuff like that. I used to love... I used to live for that. It was so funny. The only bad thing about the 360 was the DVD. Ah, yeah. Nah, the 360 had more than its fair share of problems, but you can't say the gaming experience was bad. The gaming experience was so good. Maybe PC. I'm gonna have to check that up. I'd like to see if that's the same on PC, because I'd love to go back and play them old games. They were the fucking best. Well, political debates in America. Ugh? And the fucking heart thing's in the way of your text there. You listen to political debates in America while playing Black Ops 1. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I do. Black Ops 1 was probably my favourite Call of Duty story. I love what they did in the end with was it Raznarov? Might have butchered his name there, but I love what they did with the story on that one. It's so, and World at War, that whole timeline. But like Black Ops 2 came around, it was like, yeah, the story was good, but you can see at that point it was just going downhill straight away. You're like, ugh, come on. You got the HD. Oh yeah, day one. The HD DVD thing didn't bother me at all. But it was hard to say. I remember there was that was kind of a war on its own, wasn't it? It was like, which one's best, Blu-ray or HD? And for some reason, Blu-ray took off. I think Blu-ray was better quality, though. I'm not wrong. Dead Island 2 got recently. Blast got around with... fuck, the heart's in the way there. Electrified Wolverine called. Oh, yeah, yeah. I want to play Dead Island 2. It actually looks fun, but I'm waiting for sales. Right, let's see what this cringe lord has to say.
Play. New trailer, a new console dedicated to Spider-Man 2, and also a low...
The front of that is cool, and I like the matte black. I think it suits the console really well. But the back plate is literally a tiny Spider-Man logo like this. Just this spider, tiny form on the back. It's a bit of a shame. The controller's a bit sick as well. I do like that. Blu-ray is, well, now streaming in 4K is the best in it, you know what I mean? Well, no one's really got a DVD player anymore, I don't think so. Actually, I do. I have one on my PlayStation 5. COD Story Zombies kind of died after Black Ops 2. Ah, dude. The Zombies, Black Ops, World at War and Black Ops Zombies, yeah. Black Ops 1 Zombies are the fucking best. Back playing some of the older CODs. You know what? I'd like to play the original stories, the whole Modern Warfare story again. But I think the stories are really good. I do enjoy them. Blu-ray, oh yeah, Blu-ray can store more data. Yeah, you're right there.
Of specific talks about the graphical leap, the characters, the setting, and I want to take a look at all.
Graphical leap, it looks more or less the same. If you play the remastered and you play Looking at the remastered and looking at this one, there isn't much difference between the two, to be honest. I mean, you're going to be hard-pressed to find, you know, massive differences, especially when you're in gameplay. Maybe cutscenes look better, but in the gameplay, yeah, gonna be a bit... Don't crap on DVDs. Dude, the only DVD collection I've got is Dragon Ball Super now. I got 7 Dragon Ball Super DVDs, and then my friend got them on his Plex server because I couldn't find them anywhere else. But lo and behold, our local, like the BBC, and don't take that the wrong way, the BBC, British Broadcasting, thing, had them on their online service. The whole Dragon Ball Super, I was like, what the fuck? And they put it in the kids section. I was like, I don't care, I'm watching it. I am a big kid. Zombies DLC for Black Ops 3 was pretty decent. I never played Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 and 4 I didn't touch. I had no interest. Hi, Kajik Africa. I don't know how to say your first one. Fuck, my eyes need testing. I'm just going to call you Africa. How's it going, dude? Are the servers up for Steam Play? I don't know. That's I'm going to find out. Hopefully they come on Game Pass, so I'll just sub to Game Pass. I'll get them there because I'm not paying Steam's prices for them either.
All of it, because honestly, it sounds like Spider-Man 2 might end up being Game of the Year.
It's got a lot to compete with. And I really don't care what Game of the Year is. Game of Year, your Game of the Year should be a personal choice. Doesn't matter what Jeff Keighley says. But I can't wait for it because it produces so much fucking salt. When Spider-Man 2 doesn't win this year, it's going to be a repeat of last year, innit? He just sold all the Blu-rays off Lord of the Rings. Ooh, yeah, I'd have kept them as well. You know what I did to get... So, our local, like, shop in my tiny little village where I live, they rented out videos and DVDs back in the day. They had Lord of the Rings extended cuts, all of them on DVD. I rented all of them motherfuckers. I connected my DVD player to the VCR, to the VHS player, spent all day, like 11 hours, recording all of them bastards. It took me so long, but then I had them all to keep. It fucking took all, and I was playing Age of Empires 2 while doing it. It was a good day. Lord of the Rings and Age of Empires 2 the whole day. And then took the DVDs back to the store. It was great. Spider-Man game, no. Final Fantasy 16, I don't think it's going to be that neither. Zelda's got a good shot. But I think Zelda's got the best shot on sales alone. Because I think Zelda has sold the most out of any single player game this year. So far, anyway. Starfield might outsell Zelda only because a lot of PC players want to play that more than Xbox players do. To be fair, I think that's more of a PC type of game. Well, it seems that way anyway. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the PS5, the new one looks targeted more towards Miles Morales. And the original Spider-Man's supposed to be the main focus. It does. Well, it's weird. I can guess where the story's going. I'm guessing I'm thinking Peter and Miles have a fight in the end. And then they kiss goodbye and see you later. I think it's going to be something like that. It looks towards that Peter's getting angry for whatever reason, and then it might be that. I like the Venom. The Venom character model looks sick. I'll give him that one. The Venom character model looks really good. It's going to be Zelda. It's more than likely it's going to be Zelda for the Game of the Year. Because that's sold an insane amount of copies. I can't wait for Starfield neither. I've said it before, I was mixed about that game in the beginning, but yeah, I'm pretty sold on it now. The PS5 Pro, do you know what? The PS5 Pro is going to make me fucking laugh. Okay, the PS5 Pro is going to make me laugh if it can still only play, what was that game? A Plague's Tale Requiem because that runs 30 FPS on Xbox and PlayStation, right? And that game is a stunning game. I'm not holding back there. But Plague's Tale Requiem is fucking stunning. I played it on PC and my GPU was throwing out some heat, yeah. But I played it ray tracing on, everything full, and I was getting just over 100 FPS. It's a hard game to run. But if that doesn't run 60 FPS or it doesn't have a 60 FPS mode for the PlayStation Pro, I'm sorry, then there's probably no point having a PS5 Pro. It's fucking, yeah, you're right, it probably does sound dumb.
But let's see why. What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here. Hi, hope you're having a great day.
Why doesn't he just say that at the beginning of his video? Like, I say hi at the beginning of my videos. No 60 FPS on Xbox. That for Starfield. Yeah, I know. That's a bummer. That really is a bummer, but I can understand why it's not 60 FPS. It's a big game. It's a fucking huge game with a lot of moving parts and a lot of things happening. But at the same time, it's Bethesda. They need to get away from that engine. They really need to stop using that shithouse engine. Rambling Entertained, how's it going? There's even less use for the what? The Q Lite. Are you talking about the PlayStation handheld thing? The Q line. I think that's what you're talking about. Fuck, yeah, that's awful. They added it. They added what? Never mind. Dreamcast Guy. No, nobody really understands why it's 30 FPS. There's never given a logical reason for it either.
You can like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's just start things off with the fact that this game is truly the sequel we all hoped for. I think the original Spider-Man on PlayStation...
Yeah, I do like the character model for Venom. I think it looks really cool, fair play. It looks sick. Yeah, the PlayStation handheld there, it's fucking awful. Didn't even know Dreamcast Guy was console fanboy. I mean, I know his name's Dreamcast Guy. But yeah, no, he's been pro PlayStation for a while. Now, he never used to be. But he's been pro PlayStation for a while because he knows the ponies give him the most attention. And that's where he gets his views from. The guy's got 233k subs, man. I mean, I respect his grind, but at the moment, you can see, well, not this video in particular, but a lot of his videos recently are just getting fucking dislike bombed. They're getting ratioed, and his viewer count is not great. I mean, for a channel that size, he should have more than 12k views there. Jesus Christ, you guys are texting mad. We have massive games now with 60 plus. You're talking to each other there. Anyway, carry on.
I think the original Spider-Man on PlayStation 4 and, of course, the follow-up Miles Morales were utter masterpieces. I not only
they're not masterpieces, but
platinumed them, but they're games I spent a lot of time just casually swinging around in. So this game definitely seems like they're going for a much darker tone, whereas the first two games, as much as I like them, I think they were very classic superhero, which is great for Spidey, but it's interesting that they're going way, way harder. This is a much...
I think everyone follows that trend, though. They go the normal route, and then they go the edgy, darker... You know, everyone wants to be the fucking Dark Knight, sort of Batman style thing, because they know the Dark Knight was amazing for being, like, you know, dark and gritty. That's what it was. But everyone wants to follow it then. It's like, hey, try something new. You think Spider-Man's getting killed off? You mean Peter? Ooh, that's interesting. Venom is going to be Harry. Yeah, it's not, fuck, what's Venom's name? Apparently it's not the original guy. I forgot his name now. Off topic. Battle Chasers comic was returned with... I don't know what Battle Chasers comic is. I'm not a big comics guy. I know about them, but I'm not huge into them. I do want to I like Berserk a lot. I mean, I watched the 90s Berserk and I want all the manga because that's where I'm going to get the true story. Eddie Brock, that's it. Eddie Brock. I think that the first movie was pretty bad. Yeah, the first movie was like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good neither. I wouldn't tell anyone, yeah, you have to run to the cinema to watch it type of movie. It was decent. I don't think they should have used Tom Hardy neither. Tom Hardy only works when he's got his British accent in. With his normal accent. When he does an American accent, he sounds off.
Deeper, darker, more gorgeous world, to be honest. Man, both Spider-Mans look great. I'm really actually impressed.
Miles Morales. Have you guys played Miles Morales and seen how stunning that game is? Even on, excuse me, well, fucking, I've got a sugar-free soda, and it's making me burp. If you played Miles Morales, even on PS4, looks actually stunning. It actually looks really good. I think I've only played it on PS5 though, but on there as well, it looks actually stunning. I don't think they actually look any different.
By how much they've advanced their facial technology. This new trailer is actually just kind of everything in here. I think the new abilities we have, the new villains we're going to face, all seems like this is Spider-Man 2. Not just Spider-Man 1.5, not just Spider-Man DLC. This...
Hold on. Peter's face. Have I gone too far now? Fuck. I've gone way too far. Where was it? Is that Peter's cat? That's the... Why have they changed his character model so much again? I mean, they changed it for the remaster, and now they changed it again. What the fuck for?
Just anyway. Kind of everything in here. I think the new abilities we have, the new villains we're going to face, all seems like this is Spider-Man 2. Not just Spider-Man 1.5, not just Spider-Man DLC. This is...
Comic returned after 23 years hiatus. Jesus. Oh, that's pretty cool for old school fans, though. I do like it when stuff like that happens, and if they keep true to the old... to the source material. I think that's pretty cool. Even if I don't know much about it, I still think that's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't understand why they keep changing the character model. I mean, just stick to the first one and then make him look a little bit older. What's wrong with that? Ooh, so you think like Peter Parker will die? Oh, do you know what? I can actually see that happening. I can see that happening. Oh, that's an interesting one to think about. That I actually could see that happening.
Spider-Man 2. And also, I feel like you can see that budget. This is one of the biggest games of all time. Spider-Man has sold 33 million copies. This is a juggernaut.
I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty good going for a single-player game. But that's as of May this year. So Spider-Man came out 2018. Didn't Zelda do 10 million in like a week? I think I might be wrong there. Elden Ring's exceeded 20 million. Hold on a minute, Jack. Yeah, Elden Ring's exceeded 20 million. Zelda has done... I know Zelda did 10 million in a week, which is nuts, by the way. So 33 million in 5 years is not really that impressive, especially if it's counting the sales of PS4, PS5, and PC. So that's... Well, sorry, PS4 remastered for the PS5 and PC. So that's two different Spider-Man games. That's... No, that's not a lot. Depends how they're actually counting it as well. Hang on, Spider-Man... If you read their Spider-Man and its spin-off Miles Morales, I've done 33 million copies. Look at that. you read that? It says, behind his big ass head there, 2018 Spider-Man game and the spin-off Miles Morales. And whatever it says behind this fat head here, it says more than 33 million copies globally. So that's 4 games essentially on 3 platforms, PS4, PS5 and PC, only sold 33 million copies. Now it looks a lot worse.
Of an IP. So I'm glad that Sony is clearly taking it seriously. They gave Insomniac the time and the budget to do this right. But I want to take a look at some of the details they've discussed. So here is everything they said during the big Comic-Con panel yesterday. This story is set 9 to 10 months after Miles Morales, which is part of the reason that you can...
I think I might have to play Miles Morales again. Oh, actually, I'll watch a cutscene reel on YouTube, because I don't remember the fucking story. So, the story is described as a simple human story. Peter will push people away once he gets his new powers. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Evil Pete. Miles is trying to enter college. Peter is underwater on payments for Aunt May's house. It's a cookie-cutter story, though. Mary Jane works for J. Jonah Jameson. Yeah, that's part of the usual canon story, I think, anyway. Miles will confront Mr. Negative over the death of his father. Who the fuck was Mr. Negative again? I'm sure that was in the first game. Harry Osborn plays the major role in the game. Craven is the catalyst of the story. Symbiote will threaten Miles, New York, and everyone will... some of the story sounds cookie-cutter and some of the story sounds good. So it's a bit meh. It's hard to tell whether it's going to be a good story or not. The thing is, Spider-Man has way too many fanboys and they're all going to say it's really good. That's the problem. Craven better not blow his brains out. Oh, yeah. Spider-Man 1.5, Spider-Man DLC. DCG just admitted that what people think. Feels like it's just an extension of the game. Yeah, it does feel that way. Anyway, the PC version of Spider-Man is great. The PC version is really good. I used that Steam family share with a friend. I downloaded it. I put ray tracing on everything, and oh fuck me, it looks good. It looks, even on my it was on my 2070 Super. It looks really good and plays so well too. Halo 3 and the 360 sold 14 million. That's not bad, you know. Because you gotta think about it, it was only on 360 back then. And gaming was not as big back then as it is now. Gaming has, since the pandemic, the gaming has blown up so much. Yeah, I wish there was something else. The story is going to be too easy to predict. It's going to be way too easy to predict. Like, you can kind of tell what's going to happen. I think, like, because Craven's the catalyst of the story, you know he's going to be the big bad, but you don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know Craven's story that well. I'm not a huge Spider-Man fanboy, but I've enjoyed, like, in all the movies, and I even like Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland did a really good job of Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland's performance in, Infinity War? Infinity War? Yeah. I think his performance in that was fucking so good. You're a Spider-Man comic fan. See, that's a different perspective. So the comics, if you're a fan of the comics, you're a fan of the original source, which it's the same with anything really. The original source is always going to be enjoyed more than some kind of adaptation. So look at the Witcher series, basically, yeah? So the Witcher books and the Witcher games are totally different, but the games are telling a different story to the books. The Witcher 1 game starts after the last book at the time. So they go through the whole memory loss thing, you know how every fucking story starts. Go through the whole amnesia arc, the whole memory loss thing. Then they go along to The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3. The only good thing about The Witcher is The Witcher 1 was hard to play on modern systems. It was fucking awful to play. and I can't wait for the remake of that one so I can actually play a decent version of it. The Witcher 2 was really good and how it expanded on the story. The Witcher 3 was just a magnificent masterpiece of a story. But I've never read the books. Someone that's probably read the books will probably argue with me and say they're better. And it's the same with most things. I think you watch the Witcher TV series on Netflix and you just go, what the fuck? Like, season 1 was all right, but season 2, like the end of season 2 was garbage. Source material will normally always be the best version of any story.
You can tell that Miles is definitely older. A lot of the characters have aged up a bit because even though it's only been a year, you can tell that there's been that advancement of technology, of practice. They are this well-cohesive machine now. We've had 2 Spider-Mans, both defending New York City, both actually backing each other up, being supportive friends and stuff. This is definitely a new era of the webhead. Now, they've said the story itself, they like to describe it as a simple human story. Peter will push people away once he gets his new powers, because anybody who's ever read anything about Venom knows that not only does the symbiote make you into a big old cool badass with a dark magical emo power.
One thing I did love about the Venom movie is what the symbiote and Eddie Brock did together was actually quite funny. I think they did a good dynamic between the two. It's just the movie was a bit and dragged on a bit too long. It's like I'm not in a rush to go back and watch it, sort of thing.
Powers, but it also affects your mood. It heightens your strength, your reaction time, your senses, but it also makes you a little bit of an emotional teenager bitch. And I'm curious to see how we see
an emotional teenager bitch. Okay.
Peter Parker isolate himself. Peter Parker's always been a character that's so jovial and joke.
So they're gonna go down the... Was it Spider-Man 3? Oh, what the fuck was his name? I'm so bad with names. The guy that did... when he did Black Spider-Man. I think it was Spider-Man 3, the movie. It's gonna go down that route, isn't it? And he's gonna be like edgy Peter. I hope not.
It's going to be interesting to see dark Peter Parker done in the game. Peter Parker and Miles Morales are going to struggle with their personal lives. Miles is trying to enter college. Peter is underwater on payments with Aunt May's house. Now,
not gonna lie, if you had superpowers and you were struggling on payments, you do a few sus things to make them payments happen. Well, I would anyway. And Peter's a brainy kid. I'm sure he can hack into a few things and steal some money somewhere. Eddie Brock. Did I say his name wrong or something? I probably fucking did. Symbiote's feeding a negative emotion. Yeah, that's right, yeah. But that's why the dynamic between him and Eddie were good. Dancing Peter, yeah. I think they should do a Superman game. A Superman game's really hard, though. How do you do a game that evolves around a person that can't be killed? Or is just more powerful than anyone? I mean, it'd be fun to just do a fuck-around game, I suppose, where you just mess around and mess shit up as Superman. That might be cool, I don't know. But it's really hard. I mean, it actually would be quite cool to make a game where you just feel super powerful and nothing can touch you. I mean, when you get like really powerful in a Dark Souls game, have you ever done a Souls glitch in Dark Souls 1 where you can just max out your stats and nothing can destroy you? It's like, yeah, that might be pretty cool. I don't know, a Superman game might be quite hard to pull off. The repeat story kind of puts you off. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. It's like you're paying £70 for this game, or $70. But depending where you're from, you're paying a lot of money for this game, and you just don't want the story to be... And you know every reviewer of this game is just going to be a complete fanboy of Spider-Man, and they're just going to fucking say, yeah, it's the best thing since sliced bread, and he's like, no. You play it for yourself. Like, I did enjoy the first Spider-Man, I did enjoy Miles Morales, I'll probably enjoy this one, but I'm not desperate to go and play it. I have a free comic book days Spider-Man comic for the second game. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Personally, as a mega fan of Spider-Man, something I have always loved most is the fact that these are just people. Peter Parker is not Spider-Man. He takes on the role of Spider-Man. I've said this in the past, but Superman is Superman first and pretends to be Clark Kent. Whereas I like the fact that Peter Parker is a person first and then takes on the mantle of Spider-Man. So I like that the games are going to show that very raw human experience, that it's not just punching baddies and then
we're gonna get Mary Jane sections again, aren't we? Like big, long, boring ass Mary Jane sections. Nobody likes their missions at all. Young Superman in Smallville might. Do you know what? I never really watched Smallville. I've seen like bits of it, but it never drew me in. Clark Kent is Superman, not the other way around. Yeah, he is. I do like the Superman. What was the Man of Steel film? I like that film. Everything after it sucked ass, like really bad. Most DC films suck, but I like the origin story of Clark Kent, but at the same time, it's like when a character can't lose or physically can't lose, how do you write an interesting character, especially in a video game? You understand in a movie he's meant to be this, indestructible badass, and then he's got one thing that's just a kryptonite. Actually, you could work around the kryptonite in a video game. Like, a load of bad dudes have kryptonite and they can fuck you up easy. Ooh, that'd be interesting, actually. It could work. It could work. Moldy expired bread. Or the beans on toast with that. I say beans and toast to half the chat. He'll just be like, no, what beans and toast is awful. Actually show his human side's the problem. Yeah, with Superman, you mean? You should read the comics. I'd love to read the comics, I don't even have time to play my video games anymore. Never mind fucking read comics. I've been watching a cool documentary though about Quentin Tarantino. It's on Amazon Prime, if you've got Prime. Watch it, it's really cool. I love Tarantino films. Tarantino is the best, and nobody can say otherwise. Kryptonite Fog like Superman 64. That wasn't Kryptonite Fog, that was just a fucking game. That's just a game trying to kill you all the way through it. Oh my god, I'm glad I never bought that. I think my friend had it and he said, I got this cool Superman game and I played it for a minute. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm going back to play Banjo-Kazooie. Instead of Mary Jane levels, it'll be about bad guy levels with you play Craven. That'd be cool. Like The Last of Us 2 when you play the bad chick. And then you get to know that character, then you're supposed to like that character, and then... I don't know, playing as Craven would be cool though. Just to see his side of things. I would like that. That would be quite smart.
All of your bills get paid. He is a guy who's trying to work a job and help out his aunt and actually be a good mentor and tutor to Miles, teaching him to be freaking Spider-Man as well. In this new game, Mary Jane works for J. Jonah Jameson at the Daily Bugle, which is an interesting change. I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to affect the relationship of Mary Jane working for a guy who...
Did she not work with J. Jonah Jameson anyway, in any of those cartoons or anything like that? I'm sure she did in the cartoons. I can't remember. I used to watch Spider-Man cartoons. I just like them.
Who hates Spider-Man while she's boinking Spider-Man.
Boinking. Say it properly, Dreamcast guy.
Miles Morales is going to confront Mr. Negative over the death of his father. Now, we're going to take a look, actually. I have a bunch of screenshots here we're going to also look at here in a bit, because I do think the graphical detail, the villains and stuff, we're going to take a look at that in a second. Harry Osborn plays a major role in the story. We actually have a little Harry Osborn pick right here. So a lot of people are curious about where Venom comes from, because typically in the story, Venom is an alien. He comes down to Earth and then ends up grabbing onto Eddie Brock, and we get Eddie Brock Venom. They have said they're going to do a different take on it. I think they're doing a man-made Venom that is created.
Ah, no, not a man-made one. The alien one's better. Interesting.
By Harry Osborn, or Harry Osborn. And we're going to see how that turns out. Personally, I think it's interesting to think.
Remind me, is Harry Osborn the Green Goblin? Before I get that wrong, I'm sure he was the Green Goblin, wasn't he? Oh, am I being dumb? I need to rewatch. I need to catch up on my Spider-Man shit again.
How it's going to attach to Harry, how it's going to end up getting onto Peter Parker and affecting him. I mean, clearly we end up with full-blown Super Venom, so no matter what, this story is going to have an...
I don't know, that Super Venom was a cool character model, though. I really like that. Is so cool. I do like that. I just hope he gets to play as him. That would be fucking awesome. Yeah, he was Venom, yeah. The first one latches onto Peter. Does he? Ooh. Okay. He wants to do a good ending of the game Wolverine. Ooh. They might actually do that, you know. Or, you know, the MCU endings where after the credits, the fucking something else shows up. They might do something like that. I'd like it if they did that. I think that's pretty cool. Teasing what... Basically, putting a trailer for Wolverine in the end of the Spider-Man game. Now, if Sony were clever, that's the way you do it. That's definitely the way you market your next game. I should work for Sony. Jim Ryan, you sacked, and I'm the new head. Oh, that'd be an amazing way to market the new game. Norman is Green Goblin. Ah, yes, that's it. Was it actually Hobgoblin? Are you pulling my leg here? Oh, fucking hell. You wouldn't know a good game. I don't know where he gets time to play all these games. I really don't think he actually does play them. I actually think he watches Let's Plays on YouTube and then makes his own mind up. I really don't think he plays a lot of games. He no way can make that many YouTube videos, even though I know he does them really fucking quickly, and play that many games. Because I don't know if he's actually got a full-time job either. I actually don't think he has. I think he's all YouTube.
No matter what, this story is going to have an unhappy ending, and I'm definitely ready for it. Kraven is the catalyst of the story itself. The symbiote will threaten Marvel's New York and everyone and everything Miles and Peter hold dear. The very end of the trailer actually had a line from the symbiote where he's like, "We will kill everyone." And
listen to, "We will kill everyone." Tried his best to do a deep voice there. I can't do it that good. When I wake up in the morning, I can probably do a better one. But, "We will kill everyone." Yeah, it'd be better off if you came out sounding like Smeagol. I think that'll be funnier. "We must kill everyone, we must." I think, yeah, that'll put a comedy spin into the game.
And I think it's pretty cool. Tony Todd is the voice of Venom. Obviously.
Oh, no, dude. Yeah, when I made the video, that was one of my best videos. I was sort of lucky when the Xbox showcase aired. I had free time between that and going to work the next day. I had enough free time to make that video, and I had everything fresh in my head. And I found I was on Frit's stream that day, and I found the moment he walked off to go make a video. Jesus, honest to God, as soon as I found them, I reposted them on my Twitter, and just so I can record them on OBS. And it was so funny, because I want to see Dreamcast guy after Starfield comes out, and I want to see if he says it's a good game or not. Because I honestly reckon the guy is going to flip-flop towards Xbox after this acquisition has finished. And if Starfield gets Game of the Year, the grifting is really going to start happening with these PlayStation fanboys. It's going to be amazing to watch. The only person I think won't grift is the amazing Lucas. I think he's diehard PlayStation, even though he plays a lot of games on PC.
the guy who played Candyman. He has a particularly gravelly, very scary voice. I think all of these details sound fantastic. But this is the other part I've seen people discussing, because originally I did see some haters online trying to act like, that this wasn't much of a graphical leap, that Spider-Man 2 kind of just looks like Spider-Man 1. But I do think the devil is in the details.
Hang on, they've proven like this is guaranteed a comparison from the original PS4 one. I guarantee you that's the original PS4 one, and this isn't from actual gameplay, and you have no idea. You can't believe these screenshots at all. You don't know what system they were taken on. Yeah, nah. I don't think it looked like that on PS4 even, to be honest with you. That could have been taken on a fucking low-budget laptop for all you know. Tony Todd slander? Who the fuck is Tony Todd? Are you talking about Todd Howard? That was Microsoft by Disney. Whoa. Disney's nearly worth as much Microsoft these days. Jesus Christ. Nah, Disney will never be for sale.
You actually look at the comparisons to the graphics, the way that the textures actually look, the lighting itself. I do think that this is a completely redone New York, even if it still looks like...
Nah, it's definitely not a redone New York. They might have brushed up a few things, but no way it's a redone New York. I know they're adding Queens and Brooklyn, if I'm not wrong. But it's definitely just touched up.
Obviously the same city.
All right.
Especially though when it comes to these character models. Man, Kraven the Hunter and...
See, the character models don't look any different, and this is a CG cutscene, so you can't... This might not even be... This probably is an engine, to be fair, but it's a CG cutscene, and I know they can always make them look better than the actual gameplay characters.
And his troop of Cravenites, these guys look absolutely freaking terrifying. The fact that these people are going to be unleashed in...
I mean, the best comparison I can say is when Blizzard said the Diablo 4 cutscenes are all going to be an engine, that's what your characters look like, blah, blah, blah. But you can even tell when it transitions into a cutscene, you can see the difference straight away when it transitions, and you're just like, oh, all of a sudden your character looks like amazing compared to what it was just in game. Can't grill steak properly. No, nobody should take him seriously. Jesus Christ, no.
New York, those are going to be fun to fight. Mr. Negative's new face, I mean, this is just the graphical detail of the individual...
Jin from Ghost of Tsushima. That's what I see there. It literally looks exactly like Jin from Ghost of Tsushima. There is no difference between the two. Except for the hair. But... yeah, I actually reckon Ghost of Tsushima looks better than this. I played all the Ghost of Tsushima. That's a stunning game. It really is. That needs a PC port ASAP. That's a cool game.
Beads of sweat, his open pores. I'm recording this. I'm doing like a screen recording software, obviously. I'm not sure this even will show up. I mean, these details, these 4K screenshots are genuine.
If he's getting them off Twitter, they're not 4K screenshots, boy. Seriously, the Twitter compression has probably mutilated most of them photos.
Just so impressive. The power of the PS5, baby. I know that's kind of like schlocky.
Power of the PS5. The old, how much is it? 10 teraflops? Fuck, no. Weak console.
Marketing terms, but really, genuinely, the power of the PS5 is nuts. Like the fact that this is gameplay and not concept art.
How do you know that's gameplay, you dummy? Like, they're just showing you footage that they want you to fucking see. How do they buy this? I don't know.
I don't think I'm ever going to stop simping for absolutely yoked up Venom. Now, the characters
Yoked
themselves,
Venom.
there has been a little bit debate about whether or not these character models look better. I have seen some people.
Well, it's an older Miles. At least Miles looks the same with a better hairdo this time. But Miles looks a bit older. But Peter keeps transforming. Peter gets new dads every time they release a game. But yeah, the Miles character model looks alright. But I don't see it looking like Miles better than the PS4, well, the original games.
Still saying they don't particularly like Miles Morales' new haircut. I think this looks fantastic. I'm super.
The suit looks cool. I think the suit looks really sick. The symbiote suit is really cool. I'll give him that one. I like the detail they put on it.
Cool about the fact that symbiote Spider-Man looks so gooey. I like that it's not really
a deep fried pizza. Okay, I've always wanted. Since I've heard it, I've wanted to try a pizza that's been in an air fryer. And everyone says if you get a Domino's pizza, let that bitch cool down, then stick it in an air fryer. Apparently, it's a lot better. I want to try it, but I don't have an air fryer because they cost way fucking too much. I don't think I have the room for it neither. The deep fried pizza is smarter than DCG Gate yet. You're not wrong.
A suit, it almost looks like a carapace. It looks like a bug shell is wrapped around him, and it's so moist. Man.
Moist. Say it again. Say moist again.
A carapace. It looks like a bug shell is wrapped around him, and it's so moist.
Ew.
Man. Look at
Doesn't sound right when he says it.
this. The detail on each individual bump on Miles Morales' new suit.
Hang on, it's raining. I'm trying to figure out the rain effects here. I've seen better rain effects on character models. This doesn't look that amazing.
I'm definitely down for this big leap. But let's talk about the console, because this to me
console
is actually pretty dang awesome. Look, I'm not sure I was going to buy the full thing. When they first revealed this, I was like, all right, that definitely looks fantastic. I like the fact that it's like the
Son Wang. Sounds quite racist when I say that. How's it going?
Symbiote shell taking over a PS5.
I do like this front cover here. The back cover is nothing to scream about, but that is pretty cool. But I won't pay a lot of money for it though, because it is literally just, it's either cheap paintwork or a cheap sticker, one of the two.
Spider-Man, but then it says here, this is a limited edition PS5 console. It's going to have a limited edition DualSense controller, and you get a copy of Marvel Spider-Man 2 with the console itself. Pre-orders begin on July 28th. It'll release on September 1st. So, wow, we'll actually have this console way before the game itself. If you already own a PlayStation 5, you can purchase the PS5 console covers and DualSense controllers separately. Now, a lot of people have been tweeting about this. Personally, this is what makes me most happy.
Look at the box. Tell me what's wrong on that box. What's still there and what shouldn't be there. This fucking thing here, 8K. Why do they still put 8K on the box? It can barely run 1080p, never mind fucking 8K. I don't understand why they mark it as an 8K bloody game. I really don't understand. They should just knock that off the console box straight off. Spider-Man 2 looks great, but the Fable game makes it look like, yeah, well, I wish they'd have given us more gameplay with a Fable game. I'm a bit disappointed about that. I've only played Fable 2 for a bit, but I really would like to play try the new Fable. It looks good. It looks like it's going to be a fun story as well. Yeah, I'd be better off getting plates, custom plates, or just paint your own. You can probably get them stickers or the transfers and paint it yourself. The movies. Well, to be fair, if you want an 8K movie, which probably don't exist, if you want an 8K TV, you're going to be paying you need to start growing that money tree to pay for that fucking TV. That's an expensive ass TV. I would rather buy a lot of things with the money that you can buy that TV for. mean, I got a 4K TV. How often do you think I use 4K? Hardly ever. I watch YouTube on it most of the bloody time. Yeah, when rendering 2D squares, you're not. You probably wouldn't even do that. 8K's 4K gaming is not. It is viable. My GPU can do it. I don't even have a 4K monitor. I'd be hard pressed to see the difference between 2K and 4K. I honestly think 2K on my monitors, anything over 60 FPS looks absolutely stunning. And I max out the graphics and everything. My card is more than capable of doing 4K on every single game. But I don't feel the need to actually use it at all. 8K OLEDs are nice. Yeah, so is the fucking price. Ugh. You're gonna be digging deep into your wallets for that one. There's a guy that worked with me paid $5,000 for a Sony TV, and it was like 80 something inch. I was like, why the fuck is the TV that big for? I think 50 inches is the sweet spot with TVs. When you start going bigger, you start seeing the what's it called? It's like jagged edges sometimes. It depends on the quality though. I'm guessing his was an amazing one for that price. If it wasn't, I'd be a bit pissed off. But after like 50 inch, you start seeing like the pixels. You start seeing the pixels a lot more, or the pixel counts. I don't know how to say it. My friend said it to me and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, yeah, because I only chose 50 and like after 50 they just start looking worse. Like I said, unless you spend a serious amount of money. Sell a kidney? No, I want to keep mine. I've lost enough body parts. Jesus Christ, the surgeons already had enough goes at me. Fucking hell.
Happy. Every console should do this. Look, they actually have a digital edition and a disc edition variants of the shells themselves. I hate when there is a cool, awesome, crazy limited edition, and the only way to buy it, to play it, to interact with it is that massive $500 price tag.
Well, no, they just said they could sell them the plates. What the fuck? I mean, if you're out there looking for a brand new PS5 and you haven't got one yet, I mean, this is a cool option. You don't have to pay $500. You can just go and buy the plates. Okay, the controller's different, yeah, but I've got a cool, like, the purple colour controller. I think that's the best colour. Personally. All PlayStation first party are boring to me. It's all subjective though. It depends what kind of games you like. I've been playing Halls of Torment recently, which is like Vampire Survivors, but quite different. It's like Vampire Survivors, but very different. And it's a simple game, just like Vampire Survivors, and I love it. I spent a whole like 5 hours on Vampire Survivors alone. One night, just grinding and unlocking stuff. And I just find them a lot more addictive than the PlayStation type games. With the PlayStation games, I'm in it for the story, not the gameplay. The gameplay sucks. Mostly in it for the story. For the most of them. I mean, Spider-Man had pretty decent gameplay, but got repetitive in the end. It can get the Tourist. It's only 8K game. I've heard that somewhere else. You can't stand movie games. No, I know what you mean though. I do like the stories in some of them. Like I said, I really like God of War Ragnarok, God of War 2018, God of War Ragnarok, but it does not beat the original God of Wars. The original like trilogy of God of War are so much better on gameplay than the new ones. The story was told basically in small sections, and the rest of the game was just pure gameplay. Yeah, you're right. PlayStation only has one type of game now, which is... It's a shame. I'd say, like, you go back to the PS2 days, the PS2, PS1, PS2, they had some fucking amazing games. You say you hate long cutscenes, or QuickTime events, I can agree with that. QuickTime events suck. If you say you like Metal Gear Solid 4 and you watch that whole big ass like hour and a half cutscene, I think we all watched it if you're like my age anyway. I think I said it last week, I sat down with food to watch that bitch. It was really good though. That's what I was saying. I was playing Halls of Torment. I really like Halls of Torment. It's very different. It's the same as Vampire Survivors, but at the same time, very different. Your build creation is so much more in depth, I think. Like, you can make so much... Like, you have to be really careful with your builds. God of War 3 is the best one. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, God of War 3 is the GOAT. Do you know the graphics on God of War 3 were so fucking good? They were so ahead of their time with the graphics on that. It was nuts. Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. Oh, don't. I've actually... now I need to re-download DuckStation. Since I built this PC, I've fucking lost DuckStation. But I was in the middle of replaying Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear Solid 2, I want to go... I've got the PS3 version of that for RPCS3. And Metal Gear Solid 3. I cannot get hold of Metal Gear Solid 4. For some reason. I've got the disc somewhere, but I don't know where the fuck it is. But I haven't got a disc drive for my PC. So I know I can load up the disc if I've got it. Metal Gear Solid... What I loved on Metal Gear Solid 4 is when you went back to Shadow Moses from Metal Gear Solid 1 and you saw it in a, you know, better graphics and stuff like that, and you had the fight between... You were Metal Gear Solid Rex and then you were fighting Ray. I think that's such a cool moment in Metal Gear Solid 4. The original God of War story, yeah, you should put it on Steam, it'll just make it easier. I've got them. I've got them on emulators, but it would be nice to just be able to get them on Steam and download them through there. So much storage, a place. Yeah, I know what you mean. Non-playable cutscenes. Yeah, okay, I know what you mean. My reading gets a bit terrible. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I work early shifts, I'm up, but I have to have my Weetabix before I start my shifts. So, otherwise I get grumpy and hungry really quickly. On PlayStation games, I've got nothing but demos. Yeah, you could say that. But, like, Astro's Playroom was like a huge tech demo for the console. Astro's Playroom was actually quite fun, and I had some really good challenges on there. And I saw the leaderboards, and I tried to get to the top of a leaderboard, and I never fucking win. I never get there. It was quite fun, but it was all just gimmicks. Boss fights in God of War 3, yeah, they were fucking epic. What I did like on God of War, the old God of War games, even God of War 1, when you see what's happening in the distance, like the war happening in the distance, and I think Dante's Inferno did a good job of it as well. If you ever played Dante's Inferno, you see what's happening in the background, and like for the time, you would think, when you look back at them games now, for the time, they were well ahead of the game when they were doing them games. I have no idea how they managed to get them consoles to run them. When you started to play online multiplayer PvP games, I just can't do long cutscenes. Yeah, I know what you mean. The only good thing about multiplayer games is it's just drop in, play, no messing about, finish that round, and then go back in, do the same thing again, and do it, rinse and repeat, and it's always fun. I'm not a massive multiplayer. I do like my multiplayer games, but I do like my single player games as well.
I'm definitely buying those shells, and I'm definitely buying this controller. Absolutely, 100%. Especially, I think this controller's big white buttons. Let me click this here so you can see a nice 4K.
Big white buttons? Say that again.
Actually, I think this controller's big white buttons. Let me click.
Buttons? You said that so weird then. 41 days left until September. Fucking hell, you counted. It's really sad seeing a PS player talk about graphics. I will say one thing. The PlayStation games are stunning games. But when they port them over to PC, they're even more stunning. Except for The Last of Us Part 1, that was just tragic.
Like this here so you can see a nice 4K. Those look super sharp. This looks so good. It's kind of a standard black PS5 controller. Wow, that looks so good, though. I'm such a Spider-Man fanatic. I actually made my own little Spider-Man controller, which I've...
You just put a sticker on it. See, what's the difference between that and this? All you need to do is put this part on it.
shown in a lot of videos. It's going to be cool to have an actually official one, but going back to it here, the symbiote has completely bonded to the PS5 console with the iconic white Spider-Man logo from Insomniac's advanced suit on display. The DualSense controller, you can see a large portion of the controller being taken over by the symbiote design. This is awesome. Clearly and obviously, this is Sony's major game for the year itself. I mean, this is them trying to actually put their big foot forward, but I'm also kind of curious.
Oh, you just got Remnant 2. Is it? It's not out for another couple of days, is it? Or have you just done the early access one? You have to pay for the premium one for that, don't you? I do want to play Remnant 2. It looks fun. The only problem I had with Remnant 1 is, like, you run into a boss where you feel like you need help. But I did like Remnant 1. I didn't finish it, though. I think I ran into a boss that just kept fucking destroying me. It felt like I needed help for it. And because I played it really late, I couldn't even find just a random co-op partner, you know what I mean? It was quite annoying. Waiting for the Last of Us port fix. Just fucking get the PS3 version and emulate it. That's what I do. Just getting the same game, basically.
Is because there is a lot of rumors that we're about to get the PlayStation 5 Slim, or the new version of the PlayStation 5. It is a bit odd that they're releasing a limited edition bundle of the current PS5. I don't know if that means the PS5 Slim is fake, or if they're just planning on having the PS5 Fat and the PS5 Slim just side by side, or maybe this is a little bit of misinformation. Maybe we're looking at the Slim and we don't even realize it. There are some rumors.
Rice, no, you're not. I don't even know what I've seen it on Twitter today. The PS5 Pro. I don't know if there were rumors or it was actually official. I think someone said it's official, but like I said, if that system can't run a Plague's Tale Requiem over 30 FPS, what's the point? You notice I haven't had a single complaint about the game console, yeah?
That the PS5 Slim isn't really slim. It's just going to be a variation that's cheaper for the consumers.
And it won't be cheaper. Got early access, mate. Was it just rumors, yeah? Got the early access one. Yeah, I do want to play it, actually. I've seen some early game. I think I watched Asman go play it. I've seen some early gameplay footage. It does look fun. Dark Souls with guns. It does look fun as hell.
Either way, I am definitely down for this. I am ready for Spider-Man 2. But are you guys? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoy...
No, I'm not going to tell you in the comments. Hell no. MBG. What did Cringe did MBG have recently?
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel.
Shut up. I don't understand why people do that. Blast you in the face with some fucking random video. This is big for PlayStation 5. Insider leaks PS4 detail. PlayStation gets awesome news. PlayStation 5 refresh is coming. Jesus Christ. He just lives on clickbait, doesn't he? His viewer count has died. Oh, MBG, cringe. Oh, I haven't got an MBG emoji. Oh. That's a bitch. Of course they have. But to rock. Insane trailer. No, I don't want more Spider-Man. This is funny, but it was boring at the same time. Whoa. Go away. I still want to know where JTech talked about me. Because that, to me, I just want to laugh. Right, fuck it. Well, let's watch it. Let's watch MBG before I have to wrap up. Xbox Series S can run it. Plague's Tale at 60. Oh, it can now. Oh, that's quite cool. Plague's Tale was good. It was a story game, but it was quite a cool, like, because it had its own, like, unique combat system. I kind of liked it. It was alright. Good story. How loud do I think? Oh, I don't know. I remember playing the Matrix. Do you remember that Matrix? The Matrix Unreal 5 demo that came out, and it came out. I put that on my PS5. The fan on my PS5, it sounded like it was just gonna shoot out my window and bust a new hole in it. Jesus Christ, they were struggling, and the frame rate was chugging along, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is the best thing ever." I was like, yeah, graphically it was pretty cool, but what it was doing to my PlayStation was complete molestation, yeah? Jesus, it was just destroying my PS5. How the hell do I say his name? Lacrimosa 7.5. Welcome to the PC Master Race. Thank you very much. Ow, shit. Sorry, my boomer back's giving me... My boomer back's giving me problems. I'm afraid of rats, so I won't be playing it. Oh no, there's rats all over that shit, yeah. Hell yeah, if you don't like rats, don't play that. There's a lot of them there. There's too many games on PC lately. Dude, you should see my Steam backlog. My Steam back... And I'm just playing Diablo 4, rinse and repeat, and now they've just put the new season out and I'm still playing Diablo 4. I've told my friend I'm just going to play Diablo 4 with him from now on. I'm going to play my single player games and fucking finish them up. I think I got like 5 games for £35. It was fucking silly. When you get that many games for that cheap, you can't complain. You know, for the price of one indie game, I got 5 full titles. Right, let's see what Cringe MBG has here.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome.
I don't understand why he does his live streams with like no face. And then in his videos he just loops this PlayStation 5 announcement trailer thing or whatever it was over and over. I don't show my face because I fuck up what I say too much times.
If you are new, thank you for taking time out of your day to check the video out. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover here today. So do me a favor before we dive into these topics. If you end up enjoying the video or finding it informative, be sure to leave it a like. It helps the videos out more than you know. And if you are new here to the channel, please consider...
Did someone else join the members then? Did you just retract your message? Why did you retract your message? What did you say? Did I just miss it? I'm sorry if I missed your message. I was just wondering why you retracted your message. My head's up my own ass. Spiders are adorable. What? How can you hate rats and not like spiders? Whoa, you're fucking weird. Spiders creep me the fuck out. Especially in like... in my humble part of Wales here, we get a fucking... like, we get tiny spiders, and then there's a certain time at the end of summer where these big motherfuckers just enter your house, yeah? That bitch has to die before I go to bed, yeah? I can't do that. If you want to know what's really scary, take a look at May bugs. They only come out in... they only come out in the month of May. Fuck me, they're scary. Spider's adorable. Am I playing Ratchet & Clank? I might play it. I still haven't played it on the PlayStation. I didn't think it was worth the price tag. If I can get it cheap, I'll probably play it. I did enjoy the old games. I think the old game's quite fun. I only played the last PS4 one. I think I played that all the way through. Yeah, it was quite fun. The story, it was what it was. It wasn't shit and it wasn't the best thing ever. It was just a decent game to play. I didn't find it amazing. Don't think there's a PS5 Pro. I don't think there's going to be a PS5 Pro coming out neither. I think it's just this lot of ponies fucking wishful thinking. You've seen Australian spiders. That means you should be fucking terrified of them. I remember the videos going around with people like spiders under the toilet seat. Jesus. Ugh. God no. I would never use that toilet ever again. What's worse than stepping on a plug? Or whacking your bad knee on the door because you just done both? I'd say stepping on the plug. Yeah. Stepping on a plug is fucking agony. It's like the Legos. Stepping on Legos. Ah, man. I've actually stepped on a box of nails before now. Ow. That one was a bitch. I like everything but Australian spiders. Fucking every.
Hitting that subscribe button as well. We're starting here with some good news regarding Final.
You know, I used to be subscribed to this punk, and I was watching his stream once, and I forgot I was subscribed, and someone gave me a membership. I thought that was quite funny.
Final Fantasy 16 sales. There has been some discourse over whether or not Final Fantasy 16 was a sales success, but we officially have an answer. This is reading from PlayStation Lifestyle. In a departure from the norm, Square Enix has officially responded to all the discourse surrounding Final Fantasy 16 sales. Quizzed about reports that the game hasn't performed all that well, Square Enix insisted that Final Fantasy 16 had an extremely strong start.
I think that's a cope from Square Enix, because it didn't only sell 3,000 copies in the first week. That's 3,000, 3 million. I mean, that's bad for a well, you compare it to Tears of the Kingdom, and that's only on one console. And there's a huge difference between the two of them. So, 3 million copies is not a lot. It is not a lot. You could, Jesus Christ. Cheers. Oh, wow. Cheers for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much. There's things I don't expect. Keeps retracting messages. Cheers for the 5 gifted subs, anyway. He sounds so bland. Jesus, yeah, thank you for that. But you keep retracting your messages. I have no idea why. Tell me if that's like an automatic thing or you're just deleting the message. He sounds so bland. The Dreamcast guy, dude, when I watch his streams to make a video, it's fucking agony. It really is hard because I've got to filter through the whole stream to where he has his meltdown. That's the interesting part. And he's just so slow at talking. It's like, dude, just get on with it. It's like he's looking at his chat constantly, waiting for those pay pigs to give him super chats and stuff like that. It's like, dude, just get on with the stream. Say what you're going to say. But he's actually using his chat. We'd all do it as streamers. We're using his chat to have a conversation. But he can't think for himself. He has to feed off the chat all the time.
In a statement to IGN, Square Enix said that Final Fantasy 16 has performed well considering the PS5's install base, echoing what many have pointed out in.
Well, so 40 million consoles and 3 million games sold. That is not good. I think it's over 40 million consoles. He's closer to 50 million consoles now. And only 3 million 3 million games sold. That's not a very good number at all. That is pretty piss poor, to be fair.
In response to sales comparisons with past titles, taking into consideration the sales figures of the acclaimed Final Fantasy VII Remake and the difference in size of the install base of the PlayStation 4 at the time of this title's release, we can see that the attach rate of Final Fantasy 16 is considerably high given the PS5 install base.
No, it's not. That really is a cope. Wow, I'm seeing green people in the chat. That's fucking amazing. Not removed. All right, okay, cool. As long as it wasn't done automatically, I'm happy with that. We should all take game sales also. Sell the console with a pinch of salt. Yeah, that's true, because a lot of them, for some weird reason, only do the numbers of physical sales in the UK. And why don't they tell us all the sales numbers, globally? I don't understand that. This is why I like SteamDB. SteamDB will tell you the concurrent players of a game when it comes out. That gives you a better number of, how popular the game is at the time. But your nephew loves his PS5. The game's like $70, but your nephew... Oh, yeah. Yeah, but to be fair, I don't mind playing games on a PS5, but I just prefer playing on a PC. Not because of graphical stuff or anything like that. Not because they play games better. I prefer being in my little... How would I say it? Just by my desk and playing games. I actually enjoy it. Even though I think sitting here for too long fucks my back up. I'm going to get one of them sit-stand desks. Once my channel grows a bit more, I'm going to get one of them sit-stand desks. They cost a fuck ton. They cost about nearly $400, but I think it's going to be worth it. I'm editing a video here for like 3 or 4 hours. It's going to fucking do me a world of favors. Just so I can actually stand up and edit a video. Even when I'm streaming now, I can stand up instead of sitting down. Because afterwards, I'm just going to try and move and go, old man problems. PS games sell well in the UK. They do. The amount of people that buy PlayStation here compared to Xbox is pretty nuts, to be fair. It is actually pretty good. I would say... But now, my friend said to me recently, he goes, oh, what do you think I should get? A new Xbox or a new PlayStation? I said, just get a new Xbox, I said to him, because one, you've already got an Xbox, and he's got a few games like GTA 5. He's a casual gamer, so he's got like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, nothing massive, but I said, if you want something decent, get the new Xbox, get yourself Game Pass, and just fucking play a bunch of games for a bit, and do what I do, just sub and unsub from Game Pass every now and again. I always suggest them get the Xbox, because if you go into a new console economy, then you're losing out on those old games that you, well, unless you want to keep your old Xbox One, but if you're gonna throw that away, you're losing out on the old console economy. That's one thing I praise the Xbox for, the Series X and, well, not the S, but the Series X. You could just shove the original Xbox disc in there and it'll boot it up. And I think that's awesome. That's something the PS5 is massively missing, the inability to emulate old games. I know you can do it through the service, but you don't have to pay for that. If you've already got the disc and just slap it in and it works, that'd just be fucking ace. You got a good standing desk for about 200. Sick. What kind of weight does it carry? I really would like a standing desk, but a girl I know's got a standing desk and a treadmill because she works from home on a PC all day and then she plays games on it. So she's put a treadmill underneath her standing desk and she'll just walk all day in front of a PC. I think that's amazing. Emotionally ruined by British RSPCA. Fucking hell. I hate commercials like that. I hate any charity commercial because I know all they want is your money to give to the top man. I can't stand them adverts. I can't stand adverts altogether, to be honest with you. I pay for YouTube Premium just so I don't have to watch fucking YouTube ads. And that's apparently, the price of that's apparently going up. But I got rid of my Spotify to use YouTube Music and YouTube Premium so I can watch YouTube on my TV. You can have ad blocker on PC, and then on TV you can't have ad blocker, or on your phone you couldn't have there is ad blockers on phone, but they're shit. So I just paid for premium and then deleted my Spotify, and I was like, oh, for like £2 more a month I get a 2-for-1 basically. I wish they'd give you more for your money, but you can't ask for too much. Moving to Steam and buying everything again is hard. Day one, geez, yeah, that is hard to do. They put a gun to a dog's head for saving the fucking hell. That sounds a bit harsh. Fuck that. I love dogs to bits. I'd love to have I've got a big back garden, but my current situation, I cannot have a dog. I don't have time for a dog. I've got loads of space for one, but you know, I couldn't have a dog at the moment. I wouldn't have enough time for him. We used to have one here at home. I used to love him to bits. But I think when you have a dog for so many years and they go before you do, it's like, it's a sad day. But I do love doggos though. I'd like a big, you know, like if you see Fratanga's streams, you see Fratanga's dog, the chocolate Malamute. Oh, what the fuck's it called? Husky. The chocolate colour husky. He's really cute. I'd love a garden full of huskies. It'd be great.
This is what Square Enix said, adding that it considers Final Fantasy XVI's initial results to be extremely strong. The company also said that it will continue to carry out a wide range of initiatives to encourage more people to play the game. Now, the article here closes out by basically saying that Square Enix has earned...
That means they'd have to lower the price and improve the performance, because apparently the performance was shocking on this game. Someone, I don't know if I might have this the wrong way around, but someone said the performance on the combat was good and the performance in the actual quote-unquote open world was like really bad. Or it might be the other way around, I'm not too sure. Chocolate is adorable. He is. Every time he puts a picture of him up, I'm just like, I want him. But because of my bad back and my shit like that, if I took a dog like that for a walk, if he wanted to go for something, I won't be able to hold him back. He'd just take me along for the ride. Drag me across the fucking road. A Rodson... I'm gonna have to look that up. A Rodson Ridgeback. The fuck is that? Is that a type of dog? And is it a big boy or a small boy? I'm a big boy dog, yeah. I like big doggos. God knows why.
A reputation for openly expressing its disappointment with game sales, and this is something that is certainly true. Many people have pointed out over the years that Square just seems to never be happy with their sales, and they never...
Square Enix are fucking shit now, that's why. Nobody likes Square Enix anymore. Especially after Forspoken. That really destroyed their name. Fuck. Forspoken was so bad. Square Enix have lost sight of what they used to be. They're nothing compared to what they used to be. Oh, I love Labradors. Labradors are so cute, but they're mischievous little bastards, though. They are so mischievous, it's fucking nuts. He's 6.5 stone of muscle. Yeah, oh, dude. I went to my grandmother's earlier and they've got this fucking... What is it? Bulldog. It's big fuck up strong muscly thing. He looks scary. But he came to the gate and he was just like... Bro, bro. I was like, you're not scary. I tapped his nose and all he wanted was some attention. And I was like... You look scary, but you're a softer shit. I love dogs like that. Just softies. Game runs at 1080p upscale to 60 FPS at a combat. So, our combat 720p 60. Oh, if you run a consistent 60, I won't be bothered about the resolution. But I have seen someone say that the resolution goes down really badly on it. And they are huge. Yeah, huge doggos are the best. My friend had an Alaskan Malamute, I think it was. Something like a husky, but like a bit bigger. He was a big boy, yeah. He was a bit scary. He had his moments and he was a bit scary sometimes. I'm not usually scared of dogs, but he could be fucking scary, yeah.
Never have anything good to say about them, but in the case of Final Fantasy XVI, they're doing quite the opposite, and it is genuinely surprising. I've maintained that if a game sold poorly, you likely wouldn't hear anything from most publishers. In the case of Square, they probably would have said that it was disappointing or didn't meet their expectations, but instead, they say it's doing really well.
And this is what I don't think Sony want to buy Square. I know these fanboys are saying, is Sony going to buy Square Enix? Is Sony going to buy Square Enix? If they do, it'd be the worst thing Sony do. I honestly think it'll be such a bad move. Because Square Enix are not what they used to be. And it definitely is not worth buying now. They'd be better off venturing out to some other publisher. And it says a PS5 on fire. I've seen that, and I don't know if it was fake, but you cannot fake the what it said on screen, that it was overheating. And they were doing the shutdowns. I thought that was like... If that was my PS5, I'd be like, oh shit, my PlayStation's gonna die, yeah. Yeah, I check my PC temperatures like once a week, depending on what I'm doing. So the heaviest task I think I do is render a video. But I do it on H.265, which uses the GPU. And I see where my GPU laughs at it. It's just like, well, my old GPU used to be like, oh no, what are you doing to me? And it used to run really hot. But the 4080 is like, yeah, I don't care. But that's like probably the heaviest task I do. And some games can actually push it as well. It won't make a difference to game-wise. They used to track lions down and hunt, but I'm scared of it. Don't shadow. Yeah. See, when dogs are like that, best example, Japanese Akita. A lady I used to know had a Japanese Akita. He looked scary. He was big. But you show him a bin bag or a trash bag, however you want to say it, and he'd shit himself. He'd just be like, "Whoa, what the fuck is that? I'm scared. I didn't want to know you." He's like, no, get me away from you. Fuck, you know. It was so funny, and he was just the biggest, dumbest dog, and it was just impossible not to love him. Yeah.
Well, it's extremely strong, as they put it here. So, yeah, good news all around. We'll have to continue to see if we get any more updates from Square on Final Fantasy 16 and how it's doing. Moving on from that, though, we have a rumor that claims we're going to see some serious price cuts across the board.
Okay, now that one. So they're going to... Once Xbox puts their console up in price, Sony decides now to put their consoles on sale. This is probably not true, but interesting if it happens. This is really interesting if it happens, because I know Xbox have just put the prices up on the Series X alone. And it was about the same amount the PlayStation did. In every country except for the United States. God knows why.
For the PlayStation 5, this is being reported by Push Square. They say select European countries like Spain and Portugal have recently been enjoying discounts of up to €100 on PS.
Oh, that's true. That's not actually that bad. €100 discount on the PS5. That's all right. Pressing X to doubt. Yeah, I am as well, but I don't. I haven't seen anything like that, so MBG's probably talking out his ass here.
PS5 systems, but a new claim from PlayStation Plus leaker Billy Bilkin states that sale price.
He always goes through fucking leakers all the time. Never official sources. Push Square, yeah, Push Square. I don't believe Push Square neither. They're full of shit. Most of these outlets are full of shit. When you keep reading them, yeah, you're just like, what the fuck? So it's hard to take anyone seriously. I think the only guy I trust on like Twitter is Tom Warren and Destin. I think Tom Warren's like usually on the ball. He's got all the info you want, but he's always got the info from the official source, not from some shitty fucking website normally.
Price will be expanded to other countries soon. While the leaker doesn't know when the promotion will begin, they posted the sort of discounts UK, USA, and Germany residents can look forward to. According to the leaker, the following PS5 sale prices.
I doubt it, especially here in the UK, because the prices of fuck all goes down here. Put Square up on. Oh yeah, I know. There's only one PlayStation channel I actually enjoy, and it's a UK-based one called PlayStation Access. All they talk about is games. They don't do any of the console war shit. Delta. Is it Delta 169? Delta's pretty good, actually. I like Delta. He's quite funny. Like, I like PlayStation Access. They're UK-based, and I think they're paid by PlayStation, but all they do is talk about games that are available on PlayStation, and they're a PlayStation focus group, but they don't do any of the console war bullshit. All they do is just talk PlayStation, and I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that, because they're just not like super fanboys. They probably play on other consoles at home, but they're not allowed to talk about it on their channel. It's the same price in a free game. Yeah, but more than likely. They just go, yeah, but you're getting the game for free. The game that you've probably already got. PlayStation Access is really cool. Yeah, I like PlayStation Access. I think they're fun. And the Ashley is fucking hot, yeah. Except for the Brummie accent. I'm just like, ugh. The Brummie accent's a bit ew. But yeah, I like PlayStation Access. It's really fun. I like the Christmas stuff they do. It's something I think it's like light watching. You know, when you can't be asked watching something else, don't mind it. Mystic. Actually, yeah, Mystic is alright. He's a PlayStation channel too. He doesn't do the fanboying. He doesn't do the console wars bullshit. I don't mind him, because he just talks what PlayStation's got, and I don't mind that at all. That's perfectly fine with me. Caddy's sister is a part of them. Who? You know them? Caddy's sister? Who's that? Interesting.
Will come into effect. So in the UK, you're looking at a discount of £75.
Hey, if you can get a fucking disc version PS5 for £400, that's alright. US, $450. It's alright. It's not bad. Germany for 470. That's still not good. 474 euros. That's a bit of a rip. I'm sure the euro is about on par with the dollar. They're still getting ripped a little bit there, yeah. To be fair, 404 quid is about, yeah, $450 is about right. I don't know about the euro though. I haven't looked into the euro in a while.
Where the PS5 was being sold for £480 and it will go down to £405. In the USA, you're looking at a price cut of $50. The PS5 will go from $500 to $450. And in Germany, you're looking at a price cut of 75 euros, where it was being sold for 550 euros, and it will go down to 475 euros. Now, this is...
Stop speaking so slow and get to the fucking point. Jesus, he drags it out so much. If he spoke faster, this video would only be 7 minutes. Catikaros. I don't know who that is. I'll have to check that out, actually. Do they have a channel?
Definitely interesting timing, because we've been talking a lot about this new revised PS5 model that has, you know, been rumored.
Ray tracing. I love seeing that on the advert.
Very heavily. And there's even been some hints that Sony is getting ready to reveal this and announce this sometime soon. And we've also heard that Sony plans to
Do you see that 120 FPS?
reveal this and announce this sometime soon. And we've also heard that Sony...
I wouldn't want to show that anymore. If I was PlayStation, I'd be like, take that advert off the fucking internet. It's not real. He has a channel. Oh. So who's his sister then? Is that... I can't remember her name. There's Ashley and the other chick, the really skinny one. But I can't remember her name though. I don't know. I think they're fun to watch though.
Plans to, you know, sell the remainder of the PS5 units that are on store shelves now and really kind of get them out, specifically the disc model. So the fact that they are just abruptly, you know, discounting.
The day oh, Rosie, that's it, yeah. The day I can't wait for is when consoles go all digital and these fanboys lose their shit because I know how much they love physical copies. That is going to be the most fun. I know some people like having physical copies still, but some people really hate the idea of digital distribution. I know why they don't like it, so you don't really own your game, but if the servers go offline and you haven't got that game downloaded, that disc is fucking useless paperweight. You might as well not have the disc, because you have to download day one patches all the time. So, yeah, fanboys are going to be big mad when the discs stop getting sold. And I'm going to love it.
The PS5, specifically the disc model, it tells me that, yeah, this is something we're going to be learning about very soon. And obviously, it's a great time.
I wish I'd have bought the digital version because I haven't bought a single disc. I felt myself stupid for buying the disc version. I have no idea why I did that. I was like, yeah, I'll get a disc version because I've got some DVDs. And I was like, I don't really have DVDs except for my Dragon Ball ones. So I was like, I could have just dug out my PS4 for them.
Time to go out and buy a PS5, you know, save money where you can. But moving on from that, we're talking all about Spider-Man. We have a lot of new information to go over regarding Spider-Man 2. The first thing I want to point out is how we are hearing from Insomniac's community manager that the new story trailer that we saw yesterday, for as good as Spider-Man 2 looked in that trailer, it's apparently going to look even better by launch. So if we head over to Twitter, a user highlighted some of the screenshots from the trailer, specifically highlighting Peter Parker, Miles Morales, and MJ. It's worth noting that MJ has a new look.
He's saying the same as Dreamcast guy was, basically. That's boring. Anyway, I'm near the end of the stream now anyway. I'm going to see if I can send you guys over to someone. Shit. Let me see if I can do this. I'm not sure if I can actually do this. Redirect. Oh, come on. No, I can't. Oh, man. Never mind. Oh, I hope the old Guitar Hero games are backwards compatible. That'd be pretty cool. Gaz, yeah, I was going to redirect you over to Gaz. But I can't. For some reason, he's not opened his channel for redirection. What I'll do is, before I close the stream out, I'll just tell you guys to go to Gaz on Daily's channel. Hold on, let me pop it up. Ew. Oh, he's not live yet. You gay. Gaz on... Yeah, he should be live. Oh, he is live. There he is.
You know, they threw a Series X full of water.
And
not been out just having fun, playing games with Gaz. Like yesterday, we just kind of hung out the whole day. And
right. Because I can't.
It's been kind of fun.
You were going there. Yeah, I'm going to go there now as well. That's why I was going to stop streaming. I'm going to do a couple of hours here and there.
I'm
gonna look this up.
When you guys go over to his stream, just tell him I sent you. Because I can't do a raid. Game on Daily, that's it. Go to Game on Daily and tell him I sent you there. Because he's been a little bitch for you and he hasn't. Fuck, I can't hear this. Yeah, he's been a little bitch for you. He hasn't opened his redirections. All of you go to Gaz on Daily. Tell him I sent you. And hopefully I can stream again next week. Hopefully I'll have a video by the end of next week as well. Right then, guys. Go and show Gaz, Asa, Colt, Luke some love. Thank you, what's his name, for the... Oh, fuck, I don't even remember his name now. Maybe he had a weird name. Thank you for the memberships. You guys are the best, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.